So in this video we are going to start designing our application. Okay, so for that I'll open Figma. I have already installed the desktop version. Okay, and then you can go over here and create a new project. I have already created one, and over here I have selected a palette of colors which I will be using throughout my application. Okay, and now I am planning to call the project Better Buys. So the Figma project will be of the same name, the database will be of the same name, and the application will also be of the same name. Okay, so let's add a screen over here. So for that we need to go in the frames section, then click on frames, and then over here we can use iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone 10 screen. Okay, so using Figma is very easy. You just need to follow along this video and you will also get a hang of it. Okay, so this is a screen. Now if you want to see how it will look on big screen, you just need to click over here, which is this is for prototyping, and now you can see the screen over here. Just give it a moment until it is loading. Okay, and for now it will be a big white screen. Okay, so we will not be able to see anything because since our project is only a white screen till now. So let's start. First, and I'll add a text over here. Okay, so for that I need to click on this, and then I'll write Better Buys. Okay, now I want this to be somewhere over here. Now I'll be adding the grid. Okay, so that it is easier for me to design. Okay, so I'll add a grid. Now you can see the grid comes over here. Now instead of this I'll use another method, that is columns. Okay, so now I want to have 12 columns. Having 12 columns is the best because you can divide it by 2, you can divide it by 4, you can divide it by 3, you can divide it by 6. So it will help in maintaining uniformity. Okay, this is the most standard practice. Now I want it to have a margin from both sides 50. Okay, so 50 seems way too much. I'll make it 40. Okay, and the gutter can be of 10. Okay, gutter means the distance between these two. Okay, maybe I'll make it 30. Yes, so this seems fine. Now with this we will align everything on this margin. Okay, so I'll put it over here. Now let's increase the size. Over here in the text section you can increase the size by going over here, or you can simply select it and click on the upward arrow button. It will automatically increase. So I will call it Better Buys. The font I think it will be better if it is Poppins. Let's see, I don't know which one is better. Okay, so this seems decent. Let it be like this for now. I'll change its color. So the Better Buys is over here. Maybe I'll make it little bit more bigger. So 21 or 22, 23. Okay, cool. Now after that I'll add a circle, means as in for profile. So to add a circle or any object you can simply click, then it will create. Another option is you drag. Okay, another option is you drag and make a circle of your choice. Okay, and now while doing this, if you it is actually an ellipse, means it can have different minor arc and major arc. But if you want to be an exact circle, you just need to click shift and it will automatically force it to be a proper circle with equal major arc and minor arc. Okay, so now that we have a circle, I am planning on aligning it with this. So to align both things horizontally, I'll use the horizontal align section. Okay, so it has aligned everything horizontally. If it was one below another, then I would have used this. So these signs make it very clear. If I click on this, then they all will be aligned with the top as uniform. If I click on this, then they will be aligned as bottom uniform, and if I do this, then center as uniform. Okay, so now since that is done, I'll move the circle to the right. So for that you just need to select it and click on the right button, and if you want to take a bigger leaps, you click on shift and right button. So I hope I am making sense. In starting you will have a little bit difficulty, but by doing you can get used to it. Okay, so knowing Figma is a very you can use it to your advantage, because Figma is very powerful and most of the designers are now getting inclined towards Figma then rather than Adobe XD or Sketch. Okay, so now what will be the use of this circle is we will show the user's profile over here. If he is logged in, then we will show his image over here, and if not, then we will for now just show a option to login, means a common person's photo. Okay, means the icon that we have in Android to depict that it is a person. Okay, so we shall show that over here for now. Okay, so I think I'll push it little bit up because it was having a lot of white space above. Now I again need to align it. Okay, cool. So now after this I'll create categories. So for categories I think I'll again use a circle. Okay, so let's create categories like this. Now I want 4 is enough, I guess. So if you want to expand it, you select all and then you pull it from this side. So now you can see the width is also changing, so we don't want this. I'll push it manually somewhere over here. Then so it will automatically tell you if the distance is equal or not. Okay, so now we have 4 sections over here, and I want one more, so but that needs to be half gone inside. So by this user will know that there is another category for me to go and check out. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to do over here. Now I want this a little bit bigger, so I'll make it 53 for 50 or maybe a 60. I'm sorry for that, so maybe 60 sounds better. On the height to be 60. Cool. Now I want to okay, so this looks decent enough. This will be our category. Okay, so let us add some colors to it, and before that I'll make sure that it is separated evenly. Over here I can go and click on tidy up. So now the difference between them is equal. Now I want it to be a little bit lower so that we have enough space between these two. Okay, okay, this looks fine. Maybe I'll reduce its size a little bit. I think 45 works. 45 works. I'll push it a little bit below and to the side. Okay, so while designing you need to experiment so that you get the best fit. Okay, now let's add some colors to it so that it looks better. I'll add a color. Oh, so this is a dropper icon. By this, if you now point the cursor or anything, it will pick up its color. You can see on this circle over here. So if I click go to this color palette, it picks its color, but I'll go to this palette, I'll select this color, and that color is automatically applied over here. Now instead of solid, I'll make it linear. Okay, and then I'll means linear means I want to apply a gradient. Okay, and I want to apply it like this, that the maximum color is over here, and on this side there is almost no color. Okay, means it gives us a fading effect. Okay, this seems nice. Similarly over here I'll add another color. The color is gonna be this color, and instead of solid it is gonna be linear. Now similar to linear we also have radial, angular, diamond. So you understand what it means. Radial means it will be circular fading, angular means you can fade it at a certain angle, and diamond means it will be faded from the four corners. Okay, so now let's change the direction. Means I don't want it to be vertical, I want it to be fading horizontally. So I did that. Now save it. Now for the next one I'll apply the next color. Okay, and then again from solid to linear. Now linearly I have done this one as well. Now for the fourth one, this is the color. Again I'll change it from solid to linear. You understand the drill, I think, by now. Now this is not straight, so it won't look good. Now you can see if I drag it drag it far away, the shade also starts decreasing. Okay, so if it depends on how close you keep it so as to get the desired effect. Okay, so this is also done. Now in the last one I again start with the first one. Solid will change to linear. Okay, I'm sorry, what happened? Yes, so the solid will change to linear, the linear will change from vertical to horizontal. Yes, now it is done. So now if you look at this, it looks better. Now if we add some images over here, then it will be more appealing. Okay, so for that I'll need some time to decide on the content. Anyways, I wanted to let you know that in Better Buys we will only be selling green vegetables. Okay, so it will look better. Now this will be the categories. I will be adding the images and the content over here. So now over here you can see the colors are not that significant. Okay, so to make it little bit more attractive, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover it with a bigger circle. Okay, so now in the previous video you might have seen I was able to drag a copy like this. So to do so, all you need to do is select the figure or whatever, and then click on shift plus option and then drag it down. Then if you drag it down you will get an exact copy over here. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Now I'm gonna change it from linear to solid, and I'm gonna increase its height. I'll make it maybe 70. So now I have a bigger circle. Now I'll add stroke to it. Now stroke basically means the border. Okay, I'll make the border of width 2 and the border of color which is inside this. Okay, and now I'll remove the color from middle so that we just, okay, I'll show you. Now if you bring it here, its opacity decreases. I have brought the opacity to 0%, so now we just have the border like this. Okay, now I am gonna take this border and put it over here. So now I selected the circle which is the border, then the inside circle. Now once both are selected, I am gonna make sure they are on the same axis horizontally and vertically. So now once that is done, you can now see this looks little bit better. Okay, So I'm gonna do the same for all the four. Now it is very simple. I'll select this, then again shift option and drag, I'll get another one. Okay, now again I'll select the inside and the outside one, both the circles, make it horizontally aligned and vertically aligned. And then I'm gonna change the color of the outer one. So over here we were using the second color, so I'll again go to the second palette and select it. Now I have it with the second color. Again for the third one I'll do the same. You can see over here it is not aligned, so by doing this we make sure that everything is aligned properly. I'm sorry, I need to select the outer one. Then again I'll change the color of the stroke, it will be the third one. Now I'll do the same for the fourth one. Drag it and bring a new one, then select both, then align it vertically and horizontally, and then finally change the color. Okay, do this, and then the last one. Okay, so you can see that if I drag it, it is getting outside the screen. Okay, so this is our screen and this ellipse is outside. So now what will happen, that even if we unselect it, we are able to see the entire thing. But what I want is that this is also cut into half, proportional to the inside circle. Okay, so I'll revert the changes, and to revert we have Command Z in Mac and Control Z in Windows. I'll drag it little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll I'll drag it a little bit to this side, and then I'll use the right arrow to make it position, so that then it will not leave the screen, it will still be inside the screen. So then uh, if it is not selected, I am only able to see half of it, means only the part that is on the screen. Okay, so you understood what I was trying to explain. Now again I'll select the outer one, change the color of the stroke to the first one. Okay, now if I go and see, it looks little bit better. Okay, so now finally let's add the images of the vegetables over here. I was able to get a few images of the vegetables, so it was a long process. I had to download images from Google, then remove background from it. Okay, so but it is done. Now I'd like to have broccoli. So again I'll create a copy of it because I might use it somewhere else. So shift command, create a new one, and then drag it inside the screen. Okay, now I'll arrange it. Okay, and I'll make it little bit small as well. So now I'll bring it over here and see how things are. Let's make the height to 50. Okay, it has completely left the screen. And now if I put it here, how does it look? Okay, it looks better, but maybe I'll make it little bit more small. So let's say 40. Oh, sorry, it became 4, meant it to be 40. So okay, this looks fine now. So now again I'll put it in center. So since Figma is very powerful, it will automatically assist you and notify you when you are in center. You can see the orange line. Okay, and if you don't want to use that, then we are again gonna use these tools. I'm gonna select this, the circle above that, and the outer circle, then align all of them horizontally, align all of them vertically. Okay, now next let's take another vegetable. Okay, let's take spinach. Again drag and create a new one, bring it inside the screen. Now again I should directly do 40 over here, and you can see the image seems fine. I'll bring it to the center, and we have our spinach over here. Now next, let's take capsicum. Okay, again I'll make it its height to be 40. Nice. Now this 40 is little bit too small. I'll make it 60, let's say. Okay, 60 seems fine. This is just for the designing purpose. Once the design is finalized, I'll make them all of the same size. Okay, so let's see how does this look. Okay, it might be a little bit bigger. Let's see how it looks if it is a little bit bigger. Okay, now I need to align it in the center. That is a very important thing. Okay, so now it is in center. Okay, but if you look closely, there is little bit space over here compared to the left side. I'm gonna push it little bit over here. Now, although the image is not in center, but it feels it is in center, and the feeling is more important. Okay, so this is done. Now let's take beans, create a new one, drag it inside the screen. Again, as we already have the height of 40 over here, and here I'll directly make it 40. Okay, and then try to put it over here. Let's see. So it is in the center. Yes, this looks fine. Now next I'm gonna use bitter gourd. Again I'll directly make the height to 40. So 40 it is, and it is little bit hidden behind the screen. Okay, so this is very important. It gives the gist that there are more items on the right and the user should scroll. Okay, so now this is how the items are going to look. This is how it will look. Okay, now let's add the names of it. So to add the name, I'll click on text, then text, or a better way would be to select this text and drag and create a new one, and then over here I can say broccoli. Now this is very big. Let's give it a smaller size. 12 seems fine, and from middle I'll make it light, so you can see the stroke is a little bit lighter now. Okay, that is what I was looking for. Okay, so now you can see I have the text below. It is in the it is aligned. They all are on the same axis, and this amount of space is enough, I guess. Okay, so first is broccoli, then there is, okay, so this is the center, spinach. Now since the length of spellings are different, it is gonna change after you change the name. So let's first change the name only, capsicum. So again this is in center. Beans. Okay, and the last one but not the least is bitter gourd. Okay, so now if this is not visible over here, you can check the spelling over here. Also, since you are designing, lorem ipsum would have also done the would have solved the case. Okay, so now we have the name over here. So I think the items look fine for now. Here we are going to add a trending section. Okay, so let's get started. I'll copy the text over here and I'll call it most popular, let's say, for now. Okay, and this is medium. I want to reduce the size a little bit, so I'll make it 20, and then I'll make this semi bold, so that the order of inheritance is there. This is the most important thing. Then after that, this is important. Okay, now I'll create a square, so I'll create it like this. Mm, let's say this is the width and height being somewhere around this. Okay, now I want to make the borders to be curved, so let's say I give it a edge of 15. So over here, if you want to give the corners a radius, means if you want to make a rounded corners, you write the degree over here. Okay, so now you can see this is rounded at the corners. Okay, now let's add the color. So we have our color palette over here. I'll use the first color. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Okay, so this looks fine. I'll change the way we display the color. Instead of solid, I'll make it radial, and then I'll pull it over till here. Okay, so by this what happened that the color will be concentrated in the center. Okay, so now you can see that. Now let's add the item. Okay, so since we have already used 5 of the items over here, I am gonna use the 6th item, that is the cucumber. So I'll create a copy and then add it inside the screen. So let's see. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so this seems fine. Now let's add the name and price. So for that I'll create another box over here. This will be of the same size as of the bigger box. Okay, now I'll make its height a little bit less, somewhere around, let's say, okay, so this seems fine. Now let's see. Okay, so now you can see this is rounded at the top but not at the bottom, because it is because we have added another square, another box on top of it. Okay, so the box which was behind it got covered. Okay, so now, so to fix this, what we are going to do is we are going to add border radius to this as well. So now if I directly write 15 over here, it gets added on all the 4 sides, which is what which I don't need. So I'll change it back to 0, and then if I click on this, I get to add the individual border radius. Okay, so I want for this angle, so I'll add 15 over here. So you can see this part is rounded. Now this value is for this part, so again over here also I'll add 15, and so now you can see these two corners have a border radius, but these two don't. Okay, and that is what we want exactly. Okay, so now let's change the color. We'll add a little bit less blackish color. Okay, so this is how it will look. Now let's add the text. Okay, so I'll bring our text here. Now you can see if you drag it, it has gone at the back. Okay, so now you need to double click or right click on it and then select bring to front. Okay, so now it comes to the front. Now I'll change the value to cucumber. Okay, now I shall reduce its size. Maybe I'll make it 15 seems fine. Okay, so 15 is all right. Now let's push it a little bit to the right. Okay, now another text that we are gonna have is the price. So let's say rupees 40 per kg. Okay, now I am gonna reduce this size even further. Okay, and change it from medium to light. Okay, so this seems fine. Now I'll add a icon over here by using which we can directly add it to the cart. So for that I already have a cart icon over here. Now you can directly import all these icons from this Figma project. Okay, the link will be in the description. So I'm again gonna copy it, create a new one, and once it is created I am gonna add it to the project. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so now let's increase that size. It will be of 25. Okay, now since this is an SVG, I can change its color, and I'm gonna do it. So I changed it to the mm, color we are using throughout the application. So this is how it will look. This seems fine. Okay, now I'll select the entire thing, shift option, create a new one. Now again it came out of the screen, so I'm gonna let it be inside and drag it. Okay, so this will be something like this. Now I'll change the color, as we have 4 different colors, so I'm gonna make it back to solid, and the color is gonna be this. Then again change it to radial, and okay, sorry, so over here only I'll have to change it to this color. So this is done. Okay, now let's change the item. Instead of cucumber, let's make it capsicum. Okay, so I'm gonna put it inside. I'm gonna reduce the size to, let's say, 70. Okay, where the hell did it go? No, so 70 is very small. I'm gonna make it 150. Okay, so 150 seems fine. Now 150 also feels small, so I'm gonna make it 170 or maybe 200. So 200 is what it is. So this looks fine. Now I'll change from, I'm sorry, I'll change the, I was about to select the text. Okay, so I'm sorry, so I'll select the text and change the value from cucumber to capsicum, and the price from 40 to, let's say, 80. Okay, so this is how it is going to look. So now if you come here, this is how it will look. Let's add an image over here. Okay, this has been waiting from the long time. So to add an image, the shortcut is Shift Command K. Okay, so now I have the option. I have already cropped an image in circular. Okay, now I want it to be of the same, I'm sorry, I want it to be of the same size as this circle. This is 45, so I'm gonna convert this to 45. Okay, and then just place it on top of it. Okay, so this is done. So this is how it is going to look. Now at the bottom I'll have a navigation bar. Okay, so I have already created one. Means I have not created one, I already have the icons that we'll use. Okay, so this is the home, search, cart, profile and menu. Okay, so we shall see what are the items that are going to be inside it later. Now again this has gone to back, I need to bring it to front. Now this is a little bit to the right, so I'll bring it to left. Now this is home. Home should be below this. Okay, now similarly we have search. Now search should be in black color. The color will change to green for the selected fragment. Okay, now this is cart. Now this is profile, and the last one is menu. So I'm gonna, okay, so we have our bottom navigation bar now. Now over here I shall add reviews. Okay, reviews for now. If I come up with something more suitable for the empty space, then I'll add that. If you have any suggestions, you can drop it off in the comment box. Okay, so I'll copy this and write I'm sorry what's the word around. Okay, means that means basically the reviews. Okay, I'll copy this text over here. Now I'll add it to 15 from all the sides. Okay, cool. So this is that, and now let's add an image over here for the user whose review this is. Okay, now this image over here seems pretty big, so I'll may change it to 20. Okay, this seems fine. Now the name of the customer whose review this is going to be, for now I'll put my name, Rishabh Kumar. Okay, let's change it from light to medium, because the name should be of more significance than the comment. And then to get the comment, we have a website called loremipsum.io, which is a lorem ipsum generator. So I'll copy this much from there. I think this should be fine. Copy. Okay, now I'll have a text over here and then paste everything. Okay, so now first change it from medium to light, reduce its size. Okay, so after that we align it how it should look. Break a line here and here, and this is done. I think this seems fine, or maybe I'll reduce the size a little bit more. Okay, so the size didn't reduce, actually it was selected in the wrong way, so this seems fine. I'll have to take it back. Yes, so now this is how you add random text in design while designing. So this is done. Now we need to add stars. For that I have already downloaded SVGs of star. I'll again do shift command K. Okay, now I have star 1 and star. You don't need to worry about these items. You can import it from the Figma project. This project will be in the description. Okay, so let's talk about star. This is star 1, this is star. I'll make it of size. Okay, so we need to lock it. Now by locking I mean that the height and width will be of the same proportion as it is now. Okay, if it is not locked and then I change the height, then only height will change and no change will be in the width. But since it is locked, if I change the height to 30, the width also changes to 30. Okay, so it will be in proportion. That is the main gist of this. So 30 is way too big, I'll make it 15. Okay, 15 seems fine. Copy it 4 times. Okay, so that means I gave 4 star out of 5. Now then again this star, I'll bring it here. Now you can see the height and width are same, so again I'll lock it, change it to 15, and boom, it is done. So our review section is also done. This should change automatically, or maybe I will add a scroll feature, that we can decide later. But our home screen is done for now. Now you might be thinking, why are we not making the user register or login at start? So because that is not a standard practice. You can see any e-commerce applications, they will force you to log in or create an account only when you are going to order, not until you order. So we will also ask the user to create an account or log into the old account when they are going to order. Okay, so until then the user should be able to see everything. Okay, so with this our this screen is done. So in this video we are going to make the details screen. Means if we click on any of the items over here or on these items, we should be able to see a description page. Okay, so let's start. We know how to copy. We click on shift option and then drag and we get a new one. Okay, now I don't need these things. Okay, so I'll select them all and remove them. I will keep the bottom navigation bar because that is how I plan to proceed. So let's change its color. Okay, so I'm gonna give this color. So you will see that in the entire project I'm gonna use only this palette. Okay, because it will provide more uniformity to our application. Okay, so now I need to have a back icon over here. So for that I'll open our material outlines. Okay, I'll add a link to this as well in the description. Okay, so once it is opened, if you go in the navigation section, you can see all the icons. So I'll select this one, then command C to copy. If you are on Windows, then control C, and then simply I'll paste it over here. Now in that everything is inside a frame. Means by frame I refer to this purple boundary that it has. If you double click on it, it will go inside the frame and select the actual item. I'll remove it away from the frame. Okay, and then finally I'll delete this frame. Okay, now I want this to be white in color, so here it is. Now I want it over here. Okay, nice. So next I want the item that is clicked to be displayed here, means the name. Okay, so I'll create a new text view, or you see how convenient this is to copy from a previous one. Okay, now I'll change its color to white, and then this will be broccoli. Okay, now this should be in the center, so I'll bring it over here. Now to make it in the center, I'll simply click on this and it will be in the center. Now I just need to match these two, so I'll shift it a little bit upwards, and then these two are on the same line now. Okay, so now let's proceed. I'll add a square over here. Now if you don't there are two options to create a square. I'll click on this and then drag and create a square, simple. Or I can simply click and get the square and then edit it to the desired shape I want. Okay, so I did the second one. Now I want it till here. I'm sorry, it should touch the bottom navigation bar. Okay, and at top it should be till here. Okay, this seems fine. Now I'll add a border to it only on the top, so you know we can add a individual border radius. So for this corner I'll again make it 15, and for this corner as well I'll make it 15. Now I want it to have a white color. I'll do that. Okay, and with this we are ready. Now let's see how it looks. I'll start the preview. Okay, so this is the first screen only. Now let's navigate from here to this screen, from this screen to this screen, which in designer's term is called prototyping. Okay, so over here this is design, and then you have the prototype section. Okay, now what you need to do is you simply need to go and select this, the circle, not the image but the circle would do better, the inner circle to be more specific. Okay, now in this once this circle is selected, you can see a big dot, a bold dot over here. So all you need to do is click on that and then drag it to the screen where you want it to navigate on clicked. Okay, and then over here you have different options on how to animate the transition from this screen to this screen, like move in, move out. For now I'll let it be instant. you can try the other things on your own. Okay, so with this now I'll go back to design. So now over here, if I click on broccoli, I am taken to the next screen. Okay, so the prototyping worked. Okay, now let's add a big image of broccoli. So again, create a new one, put it inside the screen. Okay, so the image size auto is perfect in itself. Okay, this looks decent enough. Now let's add the price. So I'll select this one and again bring it over here. Over here, as we discussed in one of the previous videos, that all our things will be beyond this first reddish line. Okay, so now over here I'll add a price, let's say 200 rupees per kg. Okay, so this is our price. I'll push it little bit downwards. Okay, now you can see that this square is getting selected every time I come here, but I don't want that. I don't want this square to get selected, sorry, not a square, this rectangle to get selected. So what I can do is I'll simply come over here and click on this lock icon. So once we have locked this, now you see if I hover over here, it is not getting selected, and if I remove this, then if I hover over here, then it will be able to be selected. Okay, so for now we don't need that, so I'll lock it. Okay, now let's add a description of the product. So again, create a new one, bring it over here. Okay, I want it to be till here. Okay, now let's edit. Okay, so I'll copy it, paste it once again, so we have a long text. Now let's change the color will be green. Okay, and let's see if 10 works. Maybe I'll increase its size a little bit. Okay, 12 seems fine. Now I don't need this much of a description. Okay, when we make the app, we will limit the user to add only a certain number of characters in description. Okay, so this is done. So this is how our screen looks until now. Now we need to add an option to buy now or add it to cart and then order multiple things together. So let's do that as well. I'm gonna add a square box again. Now let's say, okay, this size seems fine. Okay, I'm gonna give it again the primary color, and I am gonna add a border radius of 5 on all the sides. Okay, so that its corners are smoothened. Okay, now I'll again add this text over here. I need to bring it to the front. Okay, once done, I'll change its color to white, and then the text will be saying buy now. Okay, now I don't need it to be medium, I'll make it light. Reduce the size to 15 seems fine. Now I'll make it align all the things horizontally and vertically. Okay, so now once this is done, I'll select select the button and create a new one. Okay, and then again in this one I'll add a stroke. The stroke will be of width 1.5, where stroke is nothing but the border. I'll give it our primary color. Okay, remove the fill color, and then I'll select the text and make it our primary color, and this text will say add to cart. Okay, now again these things need to be in the center, so I'll align it. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think we need a little bit more white space from the bottom navigation bar, so I'm gonna push it a little bit upwards. So select it and then click on the up arrow. Okay, so now this looks better. Now over here we are gonna display the seller's information. So for that I am gonna select the design of a review over here. Okay, and over here we'll basically have seller's description or review, something about the seller. We'll decide that later. Once we develop, we'll see which one is more convenient at that point. Okay, so beside the name there should be seller written on it. Okay, so that the people understand. I'll reduce its rating from 4 star to 3 star. Okay, let's see. And then I'll add its address over here. Let's say L Road, SNP area, Bistupur, Jamshedpur. So this is the market in Jamshedpur. Okay, so now I'll make it from light, I'll change it to medium to make it more significant as compared to the text that we have over here. Okay, which we will decide later is gonna be related to the seller or a review about the seller. Okay, so we can decide that later once we reach the point to do so. And with this screen is done as well. Okay, so this screen also looks pretty decent. Okay, this will be the description of our products. Okay, so now for practice I suggest you create for all the other items as well.